Deceased father, dream meaning. With that said, take time to understand the hidden meaning of your dreams for a better interpretation. By doing so, you will expose your vulnerability and enjoy better control of your life. Dreaming of your deceased father often reveals your need for security, support, and guidance. That's because fathers are the authority figure in our lives, and usually when things get out of hand, we turn to them for help and advice. They also help us cope with reality, especially when dealing with problems or challenges that won't go away easily. If lately you've been dreaming of your deceased father and you want to figure out the meaning of the dream, you've come to the right place. Below, we will dive deeper into dreams about a deceased father, their meanings, and possible interpretations. 1. Dream of dead father talking to me. If you dream of your late father talking to you, you may have been indecisive about your life. You wish you had someone you could trust and depend on to guide you. You hate the idea that any decision you make could hurt someone you truly care for. Fathers usually give you the confidence and strength to make tough decisions. They always have your back, no matter the outcome. This dream expresses your yearning to have that sort of support in your life. Sometimes you feel that the people that you care about are being distant for no good reason. You feel neglected and cast aside by the people who claim you matter to them. This breeds resentment, as you don't understand their reasons and they don't care to explain themselves. This is usually symbolized by talking to your father via a phone rather than face-to-face. 2. Dream of dead father alive. Seeing your late father alive in a dream is a sign of longing. You miss the time you spent with him. However, there are things you wish he had done before he passed on. Maybe he wasn't as present as you wished him to be. This doesn't mean that he was a terrible father. He might have been trying his hardest, yet circumstances did not allow for him to be as available emotionally and physically as you needed him to be. If you see your father alive and crying in a dream, it means that you're about to enter a problematic period in your life. You may have multiple fights with your friends or colleagues. This dream tells you to tread cautiously and avoid getting into arguments. 3. Dream of dead father not speaking. Dreaming of your father not talking to you foretells you will make a heavy investment to improve your financial stability. However, that attempt will be futile. Fathers are the main financial providers in a household. Seeing him ignore you in a dream suggests that whatever you're doing won't work. This dream means you have no ill will. It only tells you to rethink your financial plans and strategies if you're ever to improve your fortunes. 4. Dream of dead father smiling or happy. Seeing your father smiling at you in a dream is a good omen. This suggests that you're on the right track, making the right choices, and he is pleased with you. This dream usually occurs when you've achieved something that would have earned your father's approval and pride. It heralds the start of a joyous chapter in your life. Most likely, you have worked so hard to better yourself. Now you're more confident, assertive, brave, and have become a positive influence on society. Seeing your father happy also implies that your principles have finally aligned with his and you have earned his respect. 5. Dead father visiting in a dream. Visitation dreams are usually a coping mechanism for grief, loss, and sorrow. You're still coming to terms with your father's death. The dreams are usually vivid and recurrent, and sometimes you might confuse them with reality. But it's just your subconscious mind trying to help you cope with the loss. Your father visiting you in a dream implies an unsolved problem. Maybe there's a situation that has been troubling you for some time. While you may seem to have a solution, you're still missing a few details. His appearance is telling you not to ignore the minor details, as that is where the answer lies. Similarly, this dream could signify that you need support and guidance in your waking life. His presence is to reassure you that he's with you every step of the way. Usually, you might experience these dreams when dealing with a major shift in life. 6. Dream of dead father coming back to life. A dream scenario where your father resurrects is a positive omen. It foretells a period of restoration and rejuvenation. You're approaching a new phase of life full of opportunities to grow as a person and in business. Perhaps you've been through a difficult period of life and it wore you down. This dream suggests that your strength will be renewed and your spirit re-energized. It is a sign to prepare adequately as your luck is about to turn. This dream tells you to start laying down your plans for your future businesses or projects. Don't be afraid to seek counsel from your superiors and be ready to take constructive criticism as well. Make the proper adjustments where need be and don't cower at the sight of hard work. 7. Dream of dead father helping me. Dreaming of your dead father assisting you with your work or chores implies that you're going through trying times in your waking life. You feel overwhelmed by your workload and you're ready to call it quits. You wish you had someone wiser to help you acclimate to your work. This dream foretells someone within your vicinity who is more experienced in the field you're working in will eventually step up and show you how to get by. It encourages you to persevere until then. 8. Dream of dead father calling me. If you hear your father calling out your name in a dream, watch yourself. It means that you're about to do something or take part in an activity that you will instantly regret. Your father is trying to draw your attention to something amiss. The dream warns you to take a step back and analyze your choices. What are you doing that will ultimately lead you to harm or cause your ruin? 9. Dream of dead father being sick. Usually, when parents appear in your dreams, they look healthy and happy. However, dreaming of them looking sickly might be connected to a suppressed memory. Perhaps the emotions you felt when your father was on his deathbed are coming back to you. Dreaming of your father being sick is also a sign of unhealed psychological trauma. You did not get to process his death and what you felt. Therefore, your feelings are resurfacing as dreams. Furthermore, the dream might indicate financial problems. This will most likely affect your businesses or your access to medical or educational facilities. 10. Dream of dead father driving a car. Seeing your dead father driving a car in your dream means you feel like he could have done more to prepare you for life ahead. You feel as though you've had to figure out a lot of things on your own. Probably you're anxious about the decisions you make because you didn't receive the guidance you needed while growing up. If he's the one driving and you're the front passenger, it means you feel safe within your space. Even though you might hit some turbulent times, you will endure. 11. Dream of dead father giving me money. Seeing your deceased father give you money in a dream means you need to venture out more and stop relying on handouts. Fathers are providers, and receiving money from them in a dream symbolizes a lack of independence. This dream encourages you to rely on yourself. Conversely, the dream is a sign that you should start investing the little you have into a project that will have long-term returns. 12. Dream of dead father dying again. It's no secret. Losing a father is devastating. Therefore, a dream about losing your father again can be very disturbing. Nevertheless, this dream is not a sign of a bad omen, but positive news. It symbolizes acceptance. You are finally at peace since you're final. The dream represents the end of your pain, grief, and denial. It signals the beginning of a period of healing. It could also mean you will soon come to terms with the losses you have made in the past, whether it's in your relationships or business. 13. Dream of dead father's funeral. Attending your father's funeral in a dream implies you've been having a difficult time in your waking life. Probably the difficulties result from your own mistakes or poor decisions. No matter the reason, this dream can help you identify where you went wrong. Furthermore, it suggests that your morals and actions do not align with the values instilled in you by your old man. Chances are your father is disappointed in you. So, take a step back, re-examine your decisions, and make the changes for a better life. 14. Arguing with my dead father. Arguing with your dead father in a dream suggests that you have unresolved issues with someone dear to you, and it bothers you immensely. Sometimes you wish you could speak to them and clear the air, but it's impossible since the other party doesn't want to talk to you. Ideally, it could mean you lack self-discipline. You're struggling with your identity, and you seem to have lost sight of your values. Arguing with your father could also imply a lack of proper structure in your life. As such, you need to create some order in your life before everything spirals out of control. 15. Dream of dead father hugging you. Hugs are a show of love and affection. Dreaming of your deceased father hugging you might mean that a time is coming when you will crave the feeling of being loved unconditionally. It might also mean that you miss feeling protected and comforted, so your subconscious mind is trying to remind you how it feels to be loved. But remember, you're always surrounded by your loved ones. That means you can always find comfort and happiness with them whenever you feel sad and alone. 16. Dream of dead father-in-law. To dream of your deceased father-in-law symbolizes your problematic relationship with authority figures and your constant need for approval. You try so hard to please other people you forget to be your own person. You get easily manipulated and lack a moral compass. Also, you don't want to be held responsible for your actions. Similarly, this dream shows you have a penchant for self-indulgence, and this is hindering your path to self-discovery. Thoughts. Your deceased father can show up in your dreams to offer you comfort, guidance, or even reprimand you when going down the wrong path. As you can see, dreams of a deceased father don't necessarily symbolize bad omens, but offer a chance to evaluate the various aspects of your life. But just like any other dream, it's crucial to pay attention to every detail. This way, you can figure out the right interpretation of your dream. Keep in mind a little shift in the dream's context or environment could result in a totally different interpretation.